everybody. This is a High Pro 8 roller pump for the sprayer. I bought these quick connect fittings. I was going to just hook the hoses straight in off of the sprayer, how we used to do them on before. But I got to thinking, if I put these quick connects on, I can take this pump on and off and actually flush it out good, put oil in it, and that way make the pump last a little longer instead of just sitting with water or chemical or whatever in it. I can really flush it out good. I was looking online and I was looking all around when I bought it, and I was gonna buy one at Agri Supply where we've always bought them before, and I actually found this one online. Same pump you get at Agri Supply, same coupler. I had to buy the coupler separate. But I did buy the torque bar and the chain from Agri Supply. But the pump and the coupler actually came off of Amazon. I got it for $115 cheaper than I could have at Agri Supply. So, but I did go to Agri Supply and I bought this because it was cheaper at Agri Supply, and I bought the quick connects. So I've got the sprayer over here. I got it hooked up. I'm gonna back it over here. I've had to replace a couple fittings on it, but I'll bring you back in a minute when I get the sprayer over here, and we'll go over a couple things I've done to it. Really didn't do much at all, and we'll bring a little video putting the spray nozzles and all that in, and like I said, I'll bring you right back in just a minute. All right, here's the sprayer I bought. I actually bought it at an auction. It's a Fimco 60-gallon. It's got the valve on it, just a single valve. It's a 5 nozzle. It's actually a 10-foot boom, but it's a 12-foot spray pattern. Fold the boom out. So the boom actually measures 10 feet across, and it's a 12-foot spray pattern, 5 nozzles. I got to straighten a couple of them up a little bit. I had to replace this 90. It was broke. I just went ahead and put it on. I got to adjust the hydraulics up there to lift. I did put this slow moving vehicle bracket on here because I will be going up and down the road a good bit. I've got to replace these straps. I'm gonna do that in just a few minutes. Just kind of frayed out. I got the strap material over there. Like I said, I got the pump sitting over there on the table. I mean on the tailgate. I did put a new pressure valve on it. They put a new pressure valve. Like I said, it's not in too bad a shape. It's not rusted out. Tank's in really good shape. Holds water, no leaks. Getting a little close here on this video, but anyway, I put the quick connect ends on the hoses on the tractor here. I mean on the tank. I'm gonna put the pump on it in just a second, and like I said, I may wait a minute and put the pump on it after I adjust these, put these new straps on. I'm gonna put the straps on, or either adjust it or put the pump on. But I'll probably go ahead and put the straps on it. I know it's calling for some cold weather. Well, y'all probably watch this video after the cold weather, after the ice, but I'm gonna go ahead and put water through it and see how it's gonna work with that pump. Make sure the pump's all good and all the sprayers. Put tips on it, and I'll probably, these clamp on brackets, I don't really like them that much because they're flimsy. Those are clip on. This is actually a bolt on bracket. It's a lot stiffer. I think I'm gonna buy 4 more of those and put 4 of those on it, and they're a lot stiffer. Got to hold the nozzles a lot straighter. So the hoses are in decent shape. I'm gonna see how they'll hold up. I'm gonna go ahead and order a roll of tubing. I can buy enough tubing to do the thing for like $15. So all of the T-fittings are still in good shape. None of them are broke, other than that 190 down there was broke. It's got the old style tips. which is no big deal, no more than I'm gonna spray with it. Like I said, I'm gonna just go over it real quick with these, put these straps on, and once I get the straps on, we'll hook the pump on there, and I'll get a little more video when I'm putting the straps on, and a little video of the of putting the pump on, and we'll fire it up and get it spraying. So we'll be back in just a minute. Well, we taking these straps off. I got the other one off right here. It was double nutted down on the bottom, comes through. There's the ones for the front up there. This one, I just put the wrench on it and the bottom of it wrung off, but I got enough on the top. I should be all right if I can get that nut loose there. I got enough adjustment on the front, I'll be okay. Let's see if I can get you in place here, and I'll let you watch me ring it off, or whatever I do to it. All right, I got the wrench on the top. Yes, I'm gonna use my wrench as a hammer. Y'all don't fuss at me too bad. So let's back it around this way. Catch it with the other wrench. Like the head set. I'm trying to catch this bracket up here on the top of. Boy, that thing's tight. I'm pretty sure I don't believe it's never been off. I was going to put the impact on it, but I would have wrung it all off for sure then if I'd have done that. I think the problem was that double nut they had on it. It rusted solid between the two. Yep. So, yeah, it's coming loose pretty easy now. So, we'll bring you back in just a few minutes on the rest of this when I get it off. Okay, I got it off. There it is. This is the bracket how it's made. It's just a strap goes through. It's just an adjustable. But like I said, I got plenty of thread there, plus what I got up on the top, on the front. Well, you can see that one a little better. There's a dirt dauber nest I got to get out of the way. But like I said, I'm gonna get the rest of this loose, and then we'll go from there, and then we'll put the new straps on. I'll bring you back when we're doing that. Okay, everybody, I got these cleaned up, threads cleaned up. I'm not gonna paint them because it's just gonna rust right back up anyway. I got new straps. I cut it. I found red strapping material. I couldn't find any black. I could find white, and I found red, and I found blue. I figured red would go better with anything else. So, but I got them loose. The only one I couldn't get loose was that one on the front, but it's not a big deal. I'll get a little video here. I'm gonna go ahead and put one back together, and we'll see what's going on with it. Let me get y'all set up. So, and we'll get moving with this. All right, I got the mount here. You can see it in my hand. I'm gonna double nut it and put a lock washer on it just to be on the safe side. these things actually go through here, back through there. Actually, no, I'm gonna do it the other way because I want the strap on the inside, the excess on the inside. So we're gonna go, give me just a second, let me, this way, go that way. Come on, my fingers ain't wanting to cooperate. That way, pull that back around, pull this back around this way. And we'll pull that through there like this. I don't know if y'all got all of that. I'll show you on the other one. But that just locks it in place right there. So, and that'll lock it down in place and done deal. So let's all right, so drag this over the top. And I don't know if you can see, but I got to fish it down through the bracket and everything. Got it there. Reach under here. Sorry, my head's in the way, I know. Plug right there. We'll put the double nut on it in a minute. We'll come back here. I'll set you up right here so you can see a little bit better. Maybe my head won't be in the way this time. So, all right, so we'll go in through the front, drop it around, drop it through, pull it up. Just enough slack that we can tighten it up with the bolt. Just a little bit. There we go. Drop that back down. There's again. Oh yeah, we got plenty right there. We can pull it up good and snug. Pull the excess strap back around. And feed it through. This side's a little more aggravating because you got to go through those brackets. Those hose clamps, really, on the bracket. That one, we can adjust that down in a minute. So let me get all these hooked up and I'll bring you back. All right, we got all the pretty new straps on it, pretty shiny red straps. So everything's tightened down, good to go. We're gonna put some nozzles on it and I'll bring you back in a few. Put the nozzles on it and get the pump hooked up and we'll fill it up with water. So we'll bring you back in a minute. Well, y'all gonna see if it blows up or not whenever we crank it on. So we got all the tips in, got the pump on. All right, kick it on, Will. What's the pressure gauge at? There's the pump. What's the pressure running at? Run the pressure up to 40. I mean, I just said 45. And tighten that valve. Idle down. Right there. Now tighten that valve. pressure up in it. All right. About at 40? Yep. All right. We're running 40 PSI. So we got all the nozzles on. We got a leak right there. Cut it off. Yep, that T split. So I have to put that T back together. Kick it on. Cut it off. All right. Well, we done all right until we blew a hose, or blew that fitting. Well, as soon as we fired that pump up, that T was busted. So I took the pump off. Well, when the drain had water out of it, that's the T that broke. I don't have another one. I got all the rest of them but that one T. So I'll let Will run down to the hardware store, see if he's pick up another T for me. I'll put it back together. But when I went ahead and drained the water out of it, it's supposed to be freezing the next at 11 to 20s for the next nights, for at least the next 2 weeks. So like I said, I got it all put back together here, ready to go. So like I said, it's used, it's not new, but I got the new straps on it. I got brand new tips in it. It's got the old style tips, which that doesn't bother me. I've had to replace a few fittings on it, new pump. But in the grand scheme of things, what I've got in this sprayer, what I paid for it at the auction, with the quick connects and the new pump, I got a brand new pump versus buying a used sprayer. You buy a used sprayer for anywhere from $300 to $700. A brand new one like this is about $1,400–1,500. I've probably, by the time it's all said and done, I've got $200 in this pump, in this sprayer, with the pump and everything. So, and the fittings that I had to buy. So in the grand scheme of things, just a drop in the bucket compared to what a new one or a used one that I would potentially have to put a new pump on anyway. So like I said, I'll bring you back when I get it in the field this spring. We're gonna spray a little bit. I'm gonna plant some GMO corn, and I'll still be planting my heirloom corn, so I won't spray anything around that. But like I said, I'll plant some just some conventional field corn this year, so that way I can spray. I still have, like I said, I'm still planting my Jimmy Red, and I'm gonna plant some white corn this year too. So like I said, just a new to me sprayer. Like I said, I've been wanting one for a while, and I'm happy to have it. So like I said, we'll bring y'all back whenever we get it in the field this spring. So all right, thank y'all for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Thank you again.